I don't know. I didn't try. I just thought about it just then. It's the type of guy I am, mate. I think on my feet. I'm a quick thinker.
Just moving frame a little bit more.
How my frame was.
Yeah, you're good, mate.
You good? Can you see my noggin?
Unfortunately, we can't.
Why is that unfortunate?
Because it's your noggin. That filthy moustache on your head.
Hear that sigh? That's what I think of you, bro.
Oh,
straight.
geez.
Fuck all. No, I'm kidding.
Fuck, that hit me in the feels.
Just like I think of you boxing.
Oh, you haven't seen me box.
No,
There's
I
a reason. I'm too quick.
I haven't seen you box.
I've never seen you. I don't think I've seen you. No, I've seen you spar. Like, not spar, just play fight.
That's not even nothing, bro. That's fucking slapping.
Yeah.
Wait till the.
You reckon Mickey's on with this?
Wait till I power up, bro. I'll go fucking Super Saiyan 4.
No.
Yeah.
Who would you compare yourself? If you're a Dragon Ball character.
Oh. You know what?
What?
I'll tell you who I'd compare myself to.
Let me guess.
Go on.
Goku.
Nah.
Okay. What do we got? Krillin?
Hit.
Hit.
You know who Hit is?
No, this is when you know Blakey's been watching way too much Dragon Ball.
I'm on Super Series now.
Exactly.
I'm Hit. I'm an assassin from fucking Universe 6, bro. Don't tempt me. Don't start me, bro. I'm telling you. I know.
You got me thinking about Dragon Ball. G'day, legends, and welcome to another episode of the Coach Carter podcast. Today, I am here with my co-host, Blake the Muss.
Oi, 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 oi. I didn't know what to say.
I'm glad you didn't say anything. Yeah, well, oi, 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 oi.
Yeah, fuck it.
I was going to ask how you were, but you come back with that, so that explains it all, eh?
Start of a song, mate.
That's it. And welcome to our YouTube viewers as well, for those watching at home. If you are watching the visuals, if you're listening to the audio version, head over to the YouTube channel, Rip and Collect, where we're posting our podcasts now. We've got a little setup happening. I am the producer as well as the host, so it does make, if you see me looking down,
director as well,
director, co-host, host, and a guest as well.
I've got the easy job.
Weekly
on the
guest. Yeah,
I just come sit on here and
that's it.
Talk my shit.
I'll make you look good.
Yeah,
but if you see me looking around and playing with my phone and whatnot, that's what I'm sort of in the middle amongst.
He's not interested in what I have to say.
Trying to make myself look busy, as some would say, but
that's what it's about.
Fun fact: he's a busy boy.
Well,
that's it.
I beg to differ.
We have an action-packed podcast today, Blakey.
Yep.
We're going to be reviewing the Fury and Wilder boxing fight that happened over the weekend. Again, to our YouTube listeners, as you guys can see, we've got some a little bit of brew on, as we like to have our potties and have a bit of a drink as well. We've obviously finally been able to, we've actually got some nice, some Rip and Collect coasters. So these are going to be sent out we're going to send these out in a couple of packages, I think, with parcels. And
we're just waiting for the bulk order on these, but
that's it. So again, we'll include those in breaks packages and things like that. We're looking to get into the subscription stuff, but it's only the beginning as well. We've got a lot of things planned in terms of merchandise, in terms of memorabilia and the movement that we're going towards.
Yep.
There's going to be a lot of exciting things. And as you guys can finally see, I've been dropping this a little bit on the socials as well. We've finally got the labels done for the Blakey Brew. It's been a mish, but we've got it done. And mate, they look phenomenal.
They look great. And the weirdest thing about it is
they actually make you look hot.
There's a fucking photo of my head on a bottle of beer now. That is classic.
What do you want to be when you grew older?
I wanted to be on a bottle of beer. That's what I wanted
Great
to
answer.
be.
We're just making dreams happen, baby. That's it, bro. All right, let's get this off to a good start.
Crack open this liquid gold.
That's it. Oh, you hear the sound of that, ladies and gentlemen?
What's the flick? You do the little...
Oh, you saw that. That is the...
Flick it back onto yourself.
That is the sound of greatness.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Cheers, brother. There we go. Ooh, a little
that was a shake. I was shaking there. I don't know why.
I think you were just shaking it, put it in your mouth. You cracked me up as I was having my first sip there.
I'm just nervous for this podcast.
That's it, mate. Yeah, as mentioned, we've got an action-packed podcast. We've got the Fury Wilder. We'll talk a little bit of cardboard, a few things that are coming up. As we mentioned, we got some merchandise and things like that on the way, so we'll drop a little bit about that. We'll talk about our breaks. I've got a 6-week challenge happening now as of next week, so I'm going to load up on these Blakey brews while I can, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that.
The old before and after photos?
Oh yeah. I'm holding myself accountable.
Are you getting your BIMs? Is that it?
BMI.
BMI. I knew it was fucking something.
Yeah, same letters, wrong way around.
Yeah.
But not necessarily BMIs, but we're still taking into account all the measurements before and afters, weights on the scale, everything like that. So
you're not doing like fat percentages or anything like that?
Not necessarily, no. You're just going to see a little bit of a transformation from Benny
Have you
Boy.
ever done one? Have you ever done a BMI?
I can't remember, bro. Not where I've given it like 100%. And this one, I actually... Again, we'll talk about it when we get to it on the agenda.
Yeah.
Because there's a little bit of a backstory on why I'm doing it.
I've got to have a guess to what percentage of fat I got down to.
When you're fighting?
Yeah.
What was your BMI?
Bro, it was like the guy that took it thought it was almost unhealthy.
Really? What were you?
3.8%.
Whoa.
Body fat.
That's bodybuilder fucking stage.
But I
that's
was like,
stage body
I was
fat
just
percentage.
nothing.
Nah.
I was nothing but skin and fucking.
There wouldn't have been any water in you either.
No, but this was cutting weight. So I was in the week of the fight, so I had to get down. But fuck, that was days out too, and yeah, I looked like an absolute.
Oh, so it wasn't even
weighing day.
Fuck.
Yeah, I know. It was pretty bad.
That's hectic. Well, we'll get to my version of the 6-week challenge. It's definitely not as hectic. We're going to talk a little bit of what's been happening around the I guess culture. I guess.
Yep.
A couple of funny things that are happening, and we've also got a special guest today, Blakey.
Yes.
It's been a minute since we've had one, and it's going to be an interesting guest. It's sort of somebody I don't think anybody will guess who it is either. So it's somebody that we don't usually sort of have on the podcast, but he's got an amazing story, got amazing business that he's going to tell you guys about, and we're looking forward to working with the bloke in the future. So
absolutely.
All right. That'll take us through to our weekend chat, my man. What happened on the weekend? What'd you get up to?
I was just thinking that, as you were saying.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah, no, I had a brilliant weekend.
You did?
Yeah, I went whale watching.
Let's start with you. Let's start with you while I can recap my own brain.
Put it back into the brain. So, yeah, it was my missus' birthday last week on the Wednesday. Went out for a nice dinner down at Hideaway Kitchen Bar in Broady.
Yeah, right.
Gluten-free menu, baby. Before you ask. Hey?
What do they have?
Oh, there's probably like 5 things on the menu that aren't gluten-free.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I just
indulged
in those. Even the deep fried stuff is pretty good.
Same fryer?
Yeah. No, sorry, no.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's what they all say.
They don't pass the fucking celiac vote for me.
Yeah, so, but yeah, no, it was a beautiful dinner down at the Hideaway Kitchen Bar, and I also got her a whale watching super yacht cruise. So we fucking boarded this,
fuck.
It's 2 extremes at the other end of the spectrum, eh? So we got on this really nice luxury super yacht.
Yeah, we're not going fucking SeaWorld whale watching, are we?
Nah, fuck no. I was walking past those boats thinking peasants.
Yeah, fucking upgrade.
Peasants. No.
Spend some money.
Because I actually got it off Groupon. So I was
the same price,
fishing for some deals, exactly. So in the long run,
don't let out
the
your
same
secrets,
price.
bro.
No, and
Does Charlotte know that?
She does now because she goes, I had a look on Groupon and seen.
Oh.
And I was like,
did you?
What are you doing that for? But it wasn't for that. She was just trying to find out more about it. So because I was being slack with it.
Yeah.
But I remember looking at all them on Groupons, and I remember seeing some shady looking ones. Just not shady, just they didn't look like the super yacht that I was fucking
The privates.
I don't know what they were. I think they were the SeaWorld charters, and they're not that dodged, but they just weren't the super yacht looking. And I remember walking up because all the pier, like there's all of the boats docked from there. So I'm walking up there going, fuck, I hope I booked the right one. Like I'm pretty sure that one looks like it, but at the same time, anyway, we got one of the nicest ones. Yeah, we got one of the nicest ones, and man, we probably went for a good half hour out to just off the coast, and got to the whale watching spot, and I said to the guy, because noticed that there was some stairs to go upstairs on the yacht. And I said, is it too late for us to sort of go upstairs and sit upstairs? He goes, when we get to the spot, that's when I'll start letting you guys up. He goes, I'll come and get you. So anyway, he came and got us pretty much first as soon as we docked. So we sat there and probably waited for about half an hour before we started to see any movement or anything. But once we started to see movement, we saw heaps of whales, bro. We probably saw to the extent that there was 4 massive ones in one pack. But apparently, a bit of whale watching. I'm now a whale watching expert.
Fill me in.
They only swim in pairs of 2s, even when they're apparently mother and calves will swim together for like a year, and then they'll eventually go off. But a lot of animals obviously stay together. Whales are one of the only sort of animals that don't really go in any more than 2 pairs of 2.
Yeah.
There's probably reasons behind that, but again,
I was about to ask you why.
Well, I am an expert, but
your expert opinion.
Well,
safety.
Look. Yep, safety. They're big motherfuckers to start off with. So who the fuck is going to come at two big motherfuckers?
I'll tell you.
What?
A killer whale.
A killer whale? But that's
Why do
still
you think
technically
they're
a whale.
called killer whales?
Yeah.
Because they
that's right.
kill fucking whales.
And they only need two. They actually don't need any more than two to be the dominant water species. Sharks got no. Where the fuck am I going with this? I'm going to stop talking about whales, but they don't swim any more pairs of twos. But we happen to see. So what he said, what will happen is that you'll see like pairs coming to say hello to their friends or another pair for an hour or whatever, and then they'll eventually go off again together. So we happened to capture 4 of them as one
gathering.
Yeah, and then they ended up splitting, so almost either side of the boat. But obviously another pair were a little bit further away from us. But man, we probably had like an hour and a half like worth of time watching these whales, and fuck, I was
Loving
pretty
it.
impressed, mate. Yeah,
Does it
wasn't much
put
of
it
a
in
whale person.
perspective and you see
They're
how
about this
small
big.
you actually are?
Yeah. but then
How's that a punch to your ego?
But then I stand next to you and I realize how much bigger I am and how much it makes me feel good again.
Yeah.
So that was my Sunday, bro, and then I watched the fights, which we'll get into after your weekend as well.
I'm gonna run to the
Fucking
B room.
hell.
You know what's happened, bro? Crack a beer, a sip.
This better be the only one, mate. You better drain the fucker. Empty the whole thing. I'll just dribble on a little bit about the whales then. But yeah, so pretty much we went out there. And then my missus' parents, they live on a houseboat in Hope Island as well. So I went out there. Excuse me. It was for my missus' birthday lunch sort of thing. Went out there, ended up roping all the girls into the fights. Started off, no one was keen. Ended up, because they're all poms, I ended up being able to sort of say, Tyson Fury, and he's the next big thing, and he is the big thing. And then one of my partner's mum's friends, she's another Geordie girl, and she comes over and she was going, "No, we're definitely going. Oh, I didn't realise it was the Tyson Fury, brother of Tommy Fury." So, because she obviously big Geordie Shore fan, so so I ended up roping all those girls down to Hope Island pub, and enjoyed watching the big fight there, and then I ended up coming home, having a few beers, and fucking passed out early. I was out cold on Sunday. I haven't felt that sick in a while, but that was just me dribbling on about the weekend while you dribble that vein of yours.
I had to, bro. I had to.
Fucking hell. Did you get it all out?
I hope so.
Because if you didn't, you owe the listeners something, or you owe me something for the editing time, cuz.
Good. You dribbled. You
editing.
continued the dribble, didn't you?
Well, I did.
We got to get a timestamp, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna start charging you overtime, cuz. Fucking hell. All right, what was your weekend all about anyway, bro? So we were here Saturday.
Yeah.
I had old Corey Mostrin.
Oh, bro,
Koza Mostrin.
He's an absolute weapon.
Fucking weapon. Comes down to the shop, hung out with us for a little bit, had a few beers, and shared with us fucking hectic stories and how he ended up, because he's actually in a wheelchair. How he ended up in a wheelchair, wasn't born that way. So we'll
He's got a crazy story.
Crazy story, really inspiring as well. So we'll definitely we talked about it on Saturday about getting him on here very soon. So probably in the next couple of weeks we'll catch up with him.
on, for sure.
But
Saturday in the shop, nice relaxed Saturday. We didn't get too slammed with customers, which
it's a little bit quieter.
Quieter than usual.
But then picked up.
Sunday was the go-to day. That was the Fury Wilder fight.
Yes, sir.
So I woke up, watched the UFC.
Underwhelming card, wasn't it?
It was a very underwhelming card. The only fight I was excited about was the main event.
The first time chicks have ever won fight bonuses. They all won.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was no male fight bonuses. So
that's good.
Yeah, well, it must have been
quality,
boring
bro.
fights.
Quality. Can't say that shit. Chicks fucking go harder than men sometimes, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Depends what you say to them, eh?
I'm being careful with what I say. Sunday was, I was just watching fights, playing some games. You know how I go on the old lazy days. Yeah, playing some 40. I'm starting to get into Apex now, so I'll transition.
You were starting to get into that when I was living with you.
At Swell, yeah. I was playing it quite a bit at Swell, but Fortnite was just too engaging with the PC. It's too good.
All right.
Yeah,
for 12-year-olds.
very fucking relaxed weekend for me. And
nice, bro.
think I deserved it, but
Fucking
this weekend coming is going to be the busy one.
Yep.
So
You got a day in the shop on Sunday?
yeah, got Sunday shift.
Yeah.
There's actually not a bad fight card this weekend coming. I can't name the main event, but I just remember seeing it when I placed some bets.
Yeah.
I know Arlovsky.
Arlovsky. Yeah.
He's fighting.
Yeah, cool.
I've got a couple multis riding on a day. I only need one leg to win about $500.
Because you had a couple of crazy multis riding.
So I won off the main event of Mackenzie Dern.
Oh, yeah? Did she win?
Rodriguez? Yeah, it was Marina Rodriguez.
Yeah.
I had Marina to win by points.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
paying
she got it.
$7, bro.
Fuck.
I had that in my multi.
And Mackenzie Dern's supposed to be a prospect. Too,
Yeah.
so-
Well, it was so scary when they went down the ground. Mackenzie Dern's just fucking submission artist.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
as soon as they went down, they were just... she was slapping in everything, bro. Triangles, arm bars, like, fuck me.
True.
That's nuts.
That was the Sunday, and obviously now we'll move on to the Fury and Wilder fight, bro. Fucking.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
So you watched it from home, or
Yep.
did you go down the pub?
No, I was at home.
Yeah,
I was
and
at home.
what was the vibes like at home?
What?
It was just you?
Fuck, yeah,
Yeah.
just me. Every bloody round I was fucking jumping up, going, holy fuck, how for starters,
Well, let's go back to the very fucking beginning,
Oh.
right? How good was it from start to finish? The very beginning, from the entrances, you had because I'm not sure if you saw the leaked footage of Deontay trying on his costume the night before, but he had the whole kit on, not just the mask. He had a jacket on, he had leggings on, he had everything. And then he comes out to the fight. Obviously, he's not wearing the jacket or anything like that because he doesn't want to give. You can't use that excuse in the second fight and then come out the third fight doing the same shit. First of all, but it was sort of an intense walkout. You know, he had a rap. I don't know who was rapping, but because I was at the pub. But he had a rapper rap him out, and he had his mask on, and he looked like he was doing his thing. Yeah, it was like it was staunch. And then all of a sudden, you just hear the fucking guitar from AC/DC, and wow. And then you just see Tyson Fury with this fucking massive mohawk and fucking gladiator.
Bro, Viking type shit.
You shook me all night long.
Bro,
He's just walking
the
out
Fury
the whole time.
walkout was by far the best.
Bro, I couldn't get the smile off my face. My missus said that she looked over and I was just grinning the whole time.
Just pumped up for it?
Yeah, it was just because like you said, you had one extreme of Deontay who's just masked and he's walking out and he's very straightforward and focused, and you know he's a scary motherfucker.
Oh,
He is.
you wouldn't want to catch him in a dark alley, would you?
I'd get intimidated if he was just staring at me. And
He's a big boy, which means he'd be a
when
slow
he's
runner.
when he's G'd up, the old to this day, to this day.
And you know what I'll say?
Screaming at
I'll
you.
say straight back to him, "You're a fucking dosser. You fucking dosser."
You dosser. But yeah, and then Fury comes out with just such an uplifting entrance.
that was
just like
sick.
yeah, just the way that he came out and he was dancing. And it was like, what the fuck is he doing? He's doing this whole. Dun, dun, dun.
It's the stiff arm McGregor.
That's it, yeah, and it was so good. And then obviously the first round, the bell rings, the two fighters meet, and you notice that Deontay Wilder's just going heavy to the body, throwing fucking bombs to the body. Nothing upstairs, like doesn't even want to fake going upstairs. No feints. It's just unloading to the body, and they were landing. You know, he started to get Fury had a bit of redness around his body. It looked like Fury was just calculating him and sort of figuring out the game plan, but I think that was a pretty good game plan coming in. He just punched himself out way too early.
Absolutely.
And then the second sort of round follows through in a similar manner, but Fury comes out with a bit of pep in his step, and just comes out a little bit faster, a little bit. You know, you can see he's starting to gain a bit of momentum back, and then the third round happens, and I believe that's when he knocked Deontay down for the first time.
Yep.
And you're watching it, and he's just putting it on him, going, "Fuck, the ref's gonna stop this here. The ref's gonna stop this." And I was standing up with my fucking hands on my knees and just like, "Oh shit, here it goes." Ended up surviving, and he's just out of it. He looks like he was drunk.
Yeah, he was having a shocker.
And then the fourth round, bro. Talk us through the fourth round.
Oh, there's a lot of controversy around the fourth
Yeah.
with the counting of the ref.
Okay.
So apparently, we'll talk about the round first. So in the fourth round, Fury comes out.
So Wilder's still fucking wobbling around like he's on stilts.
Yeah, Wilder is.
But he's just hanging in there, and Fury's sort of getting a little bit more comfortable.
In the second round, he come out. He looked like lethargic.
Punched himself out.
He had a lot of built up lactic acid in his hands, so
All that muscle.
he
Baby.
wasn't letting go as much as he should have, or is used to. But yeah, fourth round comes out. Fury gets caught with a straight right hand.
What a fucking shot though,
and did you hear what Fury said after it?
He fell forward.
He rolled his ankle, nearly broke his ankle.
Oh.
That's what he said, eh? He's like, my ankle's fucked. He's like, I got to get that looked at.
Oh.
He's like, that's how he went down. He rolled it and just dropped.
Ah, true.
So after that, so the ref was counting the 10 count of the first count, and it looked like Fury was quite rocked from that. And so everyone's saying that the ref was counting quite slow, which I agreed with, but also, people that don't know boxing and fighting whatnot, if you down an opponent, you're not going to start counting until the person that downed the opponent is in the neutral corner. So he knocked Fury down and was standing around there, and the ref went to start counting, and he was telling Fury, go to the neutral corner, like go to the corner.
That's why you see them celebrate and then quickly run over to the corner.
Yeah, so
just to quickly
in Muay Thai, for
underway.
example, you get it down, so you knock someone down.
Yeah.
You see these fighters literally, I'm telling you, sprinting to the neutral corner.
Yeah.
Because it's all
smart.
seconds.
It's a smart fight.
It's exactly right.
Yeah.
And it takes a fucking second
Split
for this
second.
person to get up
100.
and fights, back on.
Yeah, even respond to the referee.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, the slow count in my eyes, I don't believe it was really... Yeah, I think it was fair count because Wilder didn't really obey with what he should have done.
And let's be honest, Wilder couldn't move across that ring quicker even if he tried to.
Look, if he actually ran to that corner quickly, a lot quicker than he did, he may have got the count.
His legs were gone. That's the thing. That's the point that I'm making. So, you see him carrying a lot of upper body strength.
Yeah.
Did you see the pins on the cunt? Mm-hmm. He fucking had, bro. He's just got. It's like he's
Little
standing
chickens.
on stilts. Yeah, there's nothing there. It's just like, and they in the second fight, after he got knocked down in the first fight, and now this third fight, every time he's rattled, his legs are the first things to go. It's like, bro, get some fucking.
Well, with power, a lot of your power
all
comes from
the
your
legs.
lower body.
Yeah.
Like you got your glutes, everything comes from lower body.
Yeah.
It's about the explosion.
And then that's about it. That's it. It's like, he's looked to vary up his training by finding a new camp and doing all that sort of stuff. It's maybe the next evolution of Wilder as he grows those fucking legs of him because he's got them. He's got the genetics to be able to blow up.
The thing is with like fighters that are undefeated like that, and you look at McGregor for an example. First time he got beat, it just puts a big downer on his confidence. So Wilder coming out here with their last fight going the way it was and having no warm-up fight in between, he's come out straight for a rematch with Fury.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't his smartest bet. He should have had a warm-up fight before Fury again and maybe picked an opponent more strategically to get that walk-forward fighter like Fury is.
Yeah.
And so he can kind of get engagement on how he would actually fight Fury.
Yeah.
But when he come out and Fury was just... It got to a point where Fury was toying with him.
Yeah.
And like you just looked at Wilder and his boxing skills and you just went, the only reason he's here is because he's got that fucking bomb in a hand.
Yeah, exactly.
If he didn't have that hand, he wouldn't be here.
Nah, not
He's
at
got
all. It was
shit technique.
It was completely a mismatch in the terms of the skill terms of things. Like he was a lot. Obviously, Fury's a lot faster. He's a lot crisper. He's a better boxer at the end of the day. And like you said, if Wilder didn't have that power in the right hand, it wouldn't have been as one-sided as what it was. It would have been a lot more one-sided. However, we sort of skipped a few rounds there before we sort of recapped it. But even throughout the sort of 5th, 6th, 7th, Deontay was gone, and you're just waiting for him to go down. But all of a sudden, he starts landing a few and getting not even his feet back because he's still lunging forward. He's still dropping down to one knee and things like that. But when he was landing, he had Fury rocked a couple of times in the last few rounds, and Fury had he came to terms with it, and it's fucking weird, man. I swear you knock out Fury and it lights him up even more, and it G's him up even more.
It comes from his story, though.
Wilder got another knockdown in the 7th or something.
Nah, don't think.
Was it 2 in the run round?
Yeah, I think he only got the 2 knockdowns.
Yeah, but they were big, man.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, so.
But like when you talk about Fury, how he starts lighting up in those situations, but when he got knocked down twice in one round, any other fighter, if that happened to fucking anyone else, that confidence is gone out the window instantly. Like you're down, you're completely down around. That's what, a 10-7 round.
Yeah.
Like you've just got knocked down twice in the one round.
Yeah.
Early rounds too. So I don't know. I think his confidence coming into his next bout's going to be questionable.
That's what I wanted to ask you next. What's next for both fighters in your opinion? How would
Fury?
How would you like to see it play out?
I want to see Fury fight AJ.
Oh, what? Who wants to see that? Fuck
That's a
that.
money fight.
But it's boring,
fight.
bro. It's boring.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, who do you
I've-
want to fight? Uzbek.
Fucking
Usyk?
Osh. Fucking Osh.
Yeah, but I think
Usyk,
AJ should have a rematch with him first.
I think he'll use that as a rematch clause.
Yeah.
But then you got Fury. You got Fury and Ruiz possibly. Just throwing it out there.
No.
Possibly.
Nah.
But I
That
mean,
won't happen.
motivated Ruiz maybe. Possibly.
Not after what fucking Wilder did to him.
Yeah, and AJ. Was it AJ too? I think AJ pieced him up too.
Wilder just sat him on his ass.
But that's really the only sense that the fights that make sense to me is Usyk versus Fury and Wilder versus AJ, which is what we. Sorry,
you want Wilder
we
to
all
fight
wanted
AJ?
to. Fucking oath! Why not test them both? They're both coming off losses.
True. And
Both losses,
but
and
even if you
it's the
gave
fight
him-
we've always wanted to see.
But if you gave him like a carrot to say whoever wins can fight Fury again, I can't see
Wilder getting back
but exactly
in there
like
against him.
I don't think he deserves that rematch.
Nah.
If
It
you
was
go
a
down
great-
to it, he's lost all 3 fights.
And this is also another thing. It's I guess it's controversial because people have been saying it's the greatest trilogy fight of all time. Was it though? Like I listened to Brendan.
lived up to it.
But the third
lived
fight
up.
G'd up. The second fight was an absolute mauling. The first fight, it was good, but the whole thing is like I've seen better trilogies.
You can't even name one.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think now. But
You can't say that and not have a fucking.
there have been. Yeah, I'd have to have my stats up in front of me, you dog. Fucking throw me under like that. But no, like it wasn't really like a neck and neck trilogy, is what I'm trying to say. Like it wasn't close.
Yeah, it wasn't close.
Whereas we've seen trilogies go one way, the other. I think what is it, Ngannou and I'm not even gonna try.
Stipe and Ngannou.
Yeah, Stipe and DC. That was better.
Yeah,
that was better.
Yeah, but
Fucking
like fight wise, the Fury and Wilder third fight was
They're both
by far one of the top 5 fights.
Yeah.
In I would say in my lifetime, best fights, top 5.
Skillful? No, you wouldn't say
No,
skillful.
no,
It's not the
I
most technical.
I can. As heavyweight fighters, for them to be moving like that, I can say
Wilder
it's very
wasn't moving,
skillful.
bruh.
Yeah,
Tyson Fury, yeah.
Fury's an
Wilder,
example,
yeah. Well, again, if you had if Fury had a different dancing partner that wasn't a knockout artist with no legs, possibly. But it's just the way that people have labelled it as the greatest trilogy of all time. Like I get it. It's probably hyping it up
see the shit
more
after
than
the
what
fight,
it should have
though.
been. Went to go shake his hand and he fucking turned him down.
Yeah, with what about with Fury's brother?
What happened? Because I've been saying this. I saw before the fight that he was going, oh yeah, fucking
Tommy Fury.
Oh, okay, different. Yeah.
Called out. Oh, no, I don't think he called out, but he accepted the call out from Jake Paul.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And fucking John Fury, the dad, is that his name? John? The dad, the Fury dad.
Daddy Fury.
Yeah, Daddy Fury. He goes, if Tommy loses, he better change. He's changing his last name from Fury.
Fuck, really?
So he's like,
Paul.
yeah. So well, fuck, I don't know, but no. Jake said Tommy fumbles.
Oh, okay.
I was like, fuck me.
Okay.
And speaking of that's a cue to pee.
Oh, you're kidding, bro.
I'm not kidding.
Gonna run out of time today, man. Not angry, bro. Just disappointed, eh?
I don't expect anything less.
I'm gonna have to get you fucking nappy, eh? I've been talking about it. I think.
Like a piss tube under the table.
What about if we hook something up to like your is it urethra?
Oh fuck!
You know,
don't
it
get
just
technical.
fucking-
I'm not talking about me pecker on fucking stream.
You have before.
Yeah, I know.
All right, bro. Let's move on from the Fury and Wilder fight. Let's talk about the massive sale that broke headlines across Australia and the world this week with the biggest,
Jordan.
the largest Michael Jordan card sale ever made.
Yep.
I believe it was 2.7 million
2.7 USD.
US, so which is probably like 3.5 million Australian. Fucking ridiculous. It's not even. It's not rookie. Again, that's not necessarily a point to make, but it is as well because he mustn't have any RPAs.
I don't believe so. So it's not rookie, but the one thing from it is
It's
the
his
patch.
collegiate uniform.
The patch, they can date the patch to a specific game.
Okay, so they can actually
So they can say
pinpoint.
this patch is from when so and so played so and so.
Okay,
So that was one of the
It might be interesting to talk to our guest about it a little bit later on as well.
absolutely
Considering.
exactly. But yeah, $2.7 million for a Michael Jordan patch autograph card.
Fox Sports actually posted an article about it too.
Yep,
It was,
and ABC America as well.
Wow. So yeah, making moves in the card world, but $2.7 million. First things first is, what would you do if you sold the card for $2.7 million, Blake?
If I had $2.7 million?
What would you do, mate?
Ooh.
Better here, but there, better everywhere?
Yeah,
or?
no comment, really. I think a lot of it will be going into the body.
Yeah.
Put it that way. Nah, I'm fucking joking. I'd invest, bro. I'd be
Yeah.
very smart with it. I'd invest and
man.
I'd look after the family.
Yeah. Good answer, bro.
What about you?
I'd blow it on strippers and cocaine.
That's exactly where I was going, but didn't want anyone to listen to the potty.
$2.7 million sounds like a good fucking week to me, baby.
1 week?
Yeah.
You're not sleeping.
Nah, bro. Don't need to.
Shit.
That's going to take us through to a little bit about or did you want to talk anything else, say anything else on that,
just
bro?
wanted to,
Yeah, get that off your chest.
Yeah, get it out there.
But I did want to talk to you about the PSG grading launch. It's starting to become very real now. We've sort of been flirting with the idea a little bit on the podcast, and
Now we've made the move.
yeah. So it's set in stone. We've seen some of the first slabs to be done, and fuck, they've impressed me. They took me away.
Very impressive slabs.
I was looking at them today, going, "Holy shit, these are legit." So
It's definitely gonna shake up the grading world.
I think so, because it's really, really nice. I like the touch that they've put the subgrades on the back of them.
Yep.
I'm a big fan of the subgrades. I do think there's a place for them. I just don't think it's on the front of the cards where you can really see it. I like to have it hidden because sometimes it takes away from the card itself if you see small subgrades, and it's just really not needed. So I like to have that on the back for as a collector, knowing exactly why your card's scored that way. And that's
subgrades are an absolute must when it comes to grading cards.
It's a real dent in the PSA.
Yeah, it really
slab,
is.
Isn't
Like
it?
you
Because
get a PSA 9 back,
and you're just going, what's off about this?
Exactly.
And you
want
live
to
in
know.
the unknown. Yeah,
You want to know.
and you see some people resubmitting cards back from PSA, sorry, more so from BGS to PSA to get a higher grade. Again, like there's nothing, like you're smart. You're smart if you're doing that because you're getting a more value card. But in the realm of things, you should it shouldn't be a PSA 10 if it's a BGS 9.5.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
I know
right,
that they don't grade it in
when
halves.
When it comes down to like the BGS PSA comparison, it's like BGS 10, for example. Like every day of the week, that's PSA 10.
Yeah.
Black label 10.
Yeah.
That's when it comes a different story. That's
100.
when it's like, if you're grading a PSA 10 and it's black label 10, like, well, I don't know. Like to me, a 10 on a PSA slab and a black label slab is fucking so different.
Huge difference.
Massive.
Yeah.
Even a BGS 10
Yeah.
to a PSA 10 is massive difference.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I would every day of the week go BGS 10 over a PSA 10.
Yeah, and again, like the really cool thing about PSG is that they're actually going to be having the black labeled versions too. So I believe that they've adopted that from similar to BGS, where you can
they are going to.
No,
I don't know.
I believe So that they're gonna
What I've heard from PSA that there's now a film, like a plastic, some sort of a marking that they can place on the card of a PSA slabbed card. So when the card gets graded, there's like, I don't know what it's actually called, what it is, but there's a marking on the face of the card. So if you were to get a PSA 9 and you were like, fuck it, I'm cracking it and resending it, you can't do that.
Yeah, okay.
So you can't resub these cards once they're getting graded now.
Okay, that's a pretty good.
It's good, but then
put
it's
on
like, you know, you're not happy with your grade at an 8 or a 7, and you're like, fuck it, I'd rather it raw. You crack it, now that card's tampered.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know how
you mandate that
exactly,
one.
Exactly.
Yeah, lucky we're not in the grading biz.
Lucky
but
that's
more so from a collecting and an aesthetics. You know me and my shiny things. You know me in the way that I like. A big thing for me is how a card looks, and especially in a slab.
You're like
I've
pro.
seen, yeah, bro.
Like
but
shiny
I've
shit.
seen a lot of cheap and shit. I'm going to be honest, bluntly honest, like shit. slabs to like, other than PSA BGS, there are some very dodgy or cheap ones out there.
100%.
And just after seeing these slabs in person, you go, "Fuck, this is up there with the authenticity."
Yeah,
of,
you want to compare it with the two biggest graders in the world,
Definitely.
PSA, BGS.
Yeah.
And if you're grading on a subpar level as a PSA or a BGS grade,
and the turnaround's only 2-3 weeks,
you can't go wrong.
100%.
And if you're as strict, if you're not getting 10s out willy nilly, then you're gonna be you're good to go.
I'm seeing a lot more diverse slabs being sold now as well, and like people are actually accepting some of these companies too. So it's a good thing in my eyes as well. But obviously, you still want to be wary. You still want to check your slabs, check that they can't be cracked and things like that. And even with the PSG ones, you want to be visually looking and checking and yeah.
Well, put it this way, I think PSG
it'd be hard to find a flaw in those slabs. Man,
well, you won't be able to crack it and duplicate it. You won't be able to give it your own grade using a PSA fucking label.
Yeah. Just scoot in a bit closer for the frame.
But you won't be able to. So you won't be able to fraud these grades.
Yeah.
Because of all the there's
a lot of.
Did you hear about all the shit that's like imprinted on this?
Yeah. There's
insane. And but just quickly, if you're getting it graded with PSG, your card is also going on the blockchain. So you're tracing your card digitally. Fuck, my tongue is not rolling today. But you can track it on the digital as well as a physical. So
you're telling me that I get not only my card graded.
Well, once your card actually gets fucking graded, and you're like, hey, shit, I'm not happy with this 7 or 8, and you crack it, and you're like, okay, that card already is on the blockchain.
Whew.
That is a PSG.
So it's become an NFT.
It's technically an NFT,
Wow.
but you can't fucking fraud this shit.
Holy shit. That's a game changer,
This
Blakey.
is a game changer. And also, I think you missed out. There's some massive announcements to come in about 6 months. And just think of it as Smart Slab.
Yeah.
Smart Slab.
Smart slab.
Technology inbuilt. Don't quote.
Ooh.
Don't quote me.
And make sure that you guys go over to the PSG grading socials. They also have a website. I believe it's psgrading.net.
Yep.
Head over to their socials as well. Check them out. You won't be disappointed. As I was sort of getting to that as well, we've finally they've announced their official launch as well, being launched on the same day as the NBA tip-off.
Yep.
So next Wednesday, I believe it's going to be around lunchtime, and they've actually got a very, very reputable, exciting guest that we can actually announce.
Can we?
Yes, we can. We can't announce what is going on there, but they're just, yes, we can. So pretty much,
I'll leave you to it.
You can keep your legs between your leg between your legs.
Thank you. That's a
Your
compliment.
tail between your legs.
That's a compliment. I got a third leg.
But so they're actually I believe it's going to be a conference call. They're going to be dialing in Tyson Beck, the Topps designer, and obviously hobby card fame. Tyson Beck, he's going to be joining us next Wednesday for the launch. They're going to be talking about the new Giannis drop that Tyson's already announced.
Yep.
And what's going to be happening around those movements. But obviously you can sort of put 2 and 2 together. There's going to be some really cool movements happening in that area. So I'm really, really excited to be a part. And I can't wait to see this roll out.
It's going to be huge, bro. It's going to be absolutely huge.
That's it. All right, bro. Next thing I wanted to talk to you about was and the listeners obviously, is the t-shirt drops. So yesterday I had the pleasure of visiting our local wholesaler down the road. They had a massive factory, all these embroidery machines, all these printers and everything you can think of. So that's not the founder of the coasters that you guys can see on screen. That's just another little trial. But I went down to the actual facilities and where they do it and make all the magic happen. And we're going to be having so we're going to be dropping some Grand Theft Auto styled rip and collect shirts. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to announce the actual visuals of them over the weekend, early next week. And there's only going to be a certain pre-sale amount that you can actually buy. So they're only going to be limited to 50. There's only going to be 50. And within those 50, there's going to be limited sizes. So you guys will need to make sure that you're ready for the drop.
Yep.
So really looking forward to getting that one out there as well. There's also going to be a couple of caps for sale. And if we can get any more shit made too, like some socks and things like that, we'll get that done too. So expect that in the next couple of weeks. But I'm really looking forward to start to dive into the clothing world, man.
So it's a new avenue.
Yeah, especially with Stevie. That's one thing that we can sort of announce, can't we?
Well, yeah, why not? Yeah.
All right. Do you want to?
Fucking Dragon Ball Zeev.
All right, so
he's now a full-time employee of Rip and Collect.
There you go. So he's officially as of
manager,
about,
actually.
Yeah,
manager.
So in about
he's our boss.
He underdid it then. So the Dragon Ball Steve that you guys all love and Steve that you guys all love and know. He comes here on a Thursday. He runs the shop on a Thursday. He does a fucking good job at it too. He's done such a good job over the first few weeks that we're actually bringing him on full time. We're going to do a proper announcement through our socials, and I've been thinking a few different ways and creative ways that we can announce that as well.
Well, he's just Super Saiyan, doesn't he?
That's it. He's evolved.
He's evolved 4 levels now.
But yeah, so we will be announcing that properly. But I thought we'll give you guys a bit of a sneak peek first, anyway. But that's going to be rolling out in the next 3 weeks. He just had to give his other job a bit of notice because he's currently managing quite a big area for Southeast Queensland and what he does too. So he's going to be making the full-time transition to a full-time shop manager. He's going to have the shop from spick and span. He's you probably won't mind me saying this, but he's got OCD, so that trickles right up my alley, and he keeps the shop in really good nick. He's got some really good ideas, and he's into his clothing and stuff as well, which is quite similar with myself. And I think we're going to go down that world with the new T-shirt stuff too. So there might be some pretty big things happening, and just a really creative guy, and can't wait for you guys to meet him that can't get here on Thursday but can get here from other days. So we might even end up adjusting the shop hours as well. So we might put out a poll or something and see what you guys think. I know he's willing to give it 100%, so he's very open to changing and coming in earlier and things like that. So there's going to be a lot of changes happening, but for the good, and it's going to allow Blakey and I to step back and put a little bit more effort into the podcast and hopefully get a few more listeners and fill the brakes a bit faster and focus just our attention on growing the business and doing all the big boy stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah, behind the scenes stuff.
That's it. So, really looking forward to that. We'll talk quickly about having the legendary AFL Melbourne Demons ruckman, Big Jeff White. He was in here on Thursday night for some ripping and tearing.
Yep.
And he loved it, didn't he? He had some great stories.
Nice stories.
Yeah.
The story with Jordan, playing golf with Michael Jordan.
So give the listeners a bit of a context.
I can't cite it word for word. But,
but
he played with Jordan
in Chicago.
In Chicago with Adam Scott.
Oh, there you go. He's name dropping now.
I forget who the fourth player was. I know they were a team of 4.
Yeah, I don't think he knew. I think he was Jordan's mate.
Okay, so Adam Scott, for anyone that doesn't know, is a fucking Aussie legend in the golf world. Absolute weapon. My dad's idol.
Really?
I will eventually. I want to get a voice message from him.
Fuck yeah.
I want to send it to the old boy. I told him last night about it, and he's fucking. As soon as I told him that Adam Scott was his mate, his whole eyes lit up. He's like, what?
Really?
What? He knows Adam Scott.
Is that like Tommy Turbo for me?
He's obsessed with Adam Scott. So
yeah,
that was I can't wait to get something like that from him. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. So he played golf with Michael Jordan and had a little side bet going on. I think Jordan won 25 grand. I don't know whether it was from him
off
or
Jeff White. Yeah, so it was off the 18th hole, Jeff White's putt.
Oh.
So it was off his putt, and this the group behind were betting on him. So if Jeff missed that putt, old mate Jordan would be out of pocket 25k, but he sunk it. Fucking Jordan was happy. He was more happy that he actually won the money than he sunk it. Yeah, he won the 25k. So
for Jordan, that's sick.
Poor Jordan. Did you say
no?
Jordan?
I said for Jordan.
For Jordan. I was going to say poor Jordan. He's rich.
Yeah, he's bathing in.
If his cards are selling for fucking 2.7, I would have a few rookies at home if I was him.
Yeah, he's bathing in.
He probably does.
Handy. But yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, he. Anyway, sorry. So if you want to,
we got the guest waiting.
If you guys want to check that out, head to our YouTube channel, Rip and Collect. It is the break with Jeff White. We do the AFL Optimum box break. It was a fun break. He also shares some Mad Monday stories as well. So make sure you go ahead and check that out. The next part I wanted to talk to you about, bro, was the shock we got a couple of days ago when we received a couple
last message.
Yeah,
last week we received a message from a.
It was just a contact, like a website inquiry from a guy. I think it was Michael or David or something.
David,
and
wanted to do a story.
Wanted to do a story for the Sunday Mail or Courier Mail or something like that.
Australian
I'm
Mail.
not. And it ended up getting published on the Australian.com. So Australian-wide, and then it also got pushed out to the Adelaide newspapers, and we were in it yet again, unintentionally, and we were in the investing section, bro.
Yeah, a bit of a shock.
Funny as. So.
Investing section. I'd never in my entire life did I think my
You'd be in the
face or
newspaper.
your face
Yeah.
would be posted in the investing section of the newspaper.
That's it, bro. It's a milestone, another milestone. We have to get another copy.
I wanted to be an entrepreneur when I was younger, but didn't fucking think this way.
How,
That's for sure.
Fucking oath. We'll skip the 8th agenda, bro. But just before we get our new guest in.
Yep.
Guest.
Yes.
Before we get our guest in, I want to talk to you about the 6-week challenge. Obviously, I've got that next week. It's going to start on Wednesday. Pretty much, I'm just going to be training and eating a lot better. We do have an in-house challenge at Evolve Health Studio, so that's in Burleigh, guys. Head to the website, evolvehealthstudio.com.au.
Anyone just enter to beat this little fuck.
So the trainers have got an in-house competition. I don't know what the wager is on that, but the winner of the challenge, it's accumulated off. It's not necessarily the best before and after photo. It's actually accumulated off a lot of the efforts that you've put in, efforts to be part of the studio and what we're trying to do. So we've got a few weekly challenges. We've got a few daily challenges, I guess, and you accumulate points for those. And at the end of the 6 weeks, the person with the most points, don't you fucking piss. And
I'm fucking
you got to wait 2 minutes.
I'm shaking.
And and anyway, the person with the most points and the best before and after photo, that's client obviously, wins 2 night stay in a 2-bedroom at the Q1 Resort in Surfers Paradise, as well as 5 free PT sessions. Second prize wins $250, and third prize wins 5 free PT sessions. So there's quite a bit up for grabs, and if anybody is wanting to get amongst that, make sure you head over to Evolve Health Studio across all social platforms and the website, and keep me accountable. That's what I need from you. That's what I need from the Rippers.
Maybe I should start training.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking. I was thinking I might inspire you or motivate you to.
I might have to message Lukey and be like, mate, let me jump in.
Get on that Psalms.
Yeah, let me get on the coaches challenge. I'll be fucking. I just want to beat Benny.
I'll be more than happy to. But all right, guys, that is a little bit about our 6-week challenge and a little bit about the podcast. So we'll be back in a minute with our guests. Let it rip.
See you shortly.
Alrighty, legends, welcome back to the podcast. As promised, we have our very special guest, one of one or one and one?
One of one memorabilia cards.
There we go. One of one. So we have the pleasure of sitting with Omar. Omar's been in the hobby for how long, man?
7 years.
7 years. Wow. That's
half your life, mate.
It is. So he's had a little bit more experience than us, and he's actually got a different approach to the hobby in the terms of the way that he runs his business as well. So you are in the building, so I thought, why not? We'll get a bit of a chance to listen. Get everybody else exposed to what you do. So give the listeners a little bit of a background of one of one memorabilia cards.
So One of One Memorabilia Cards is a company. So let's put it this way: we are Panini, Upper Deck, and Tops to the retail and kids. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
we make RPAs for kids. That's our objective.
Yeah, it's sick.
Such a cool idea.
And then it's just getting that authentic feeling. So, you know, you get your game used jerseys or you have your players sign your cards.
Yeah.
That's what we do for the kids. So your child's first home run ball, we can insert that into a card.
Yeah.
Or your child's first pair of shoes that he took his first footsteps with.
Yeah.
We can insert that in the card, or baby birth bracelet, whatever the case may be.
Unreal.
That's so cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
So pretty much Omar hand makes these cards, and they're actually really good quality as well. And he inserts like game used, and not only game used, but even if it's like he mentioned, a child's first steps or whatever it might be. If there's any sort of, I guess it's like a capturing moment or something that you can remember. Yeah, a bit of a memory. And Omar actually captures that memory inside a card. So it's a really cool aspect for the hobby collectors to get into, and especially for when we don't have kids yet, we're a little bit young. You don't have any kids you know about?
Oh, yeah, no comment.
So we don't have kids, but if we did have kids, and I'm sure they'd be playing sports or fighting, or I'm sure Blake's would be doing drugs or something. But so like to be able to capture a little pot plant, to be able to capture just a some sort of memorabilia that will stick with them, or even I was thinking this when you were telling us upstairs, even as a father or whatever, still having that as your kid, even not necessarily giving it to your kid, but having that and to keep onto it yourself because it's a mini you or mini, it probably means just as much to the parents as the kids as well.
Oh, definitely. I think like a lot of dads who buy them live vicarious through their kids.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
100%.
Like, the things that they wanted to do as kids,
Yep.
they're doing with their children.
Yeah.
But they're doing it as adults. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's go on this roller coaster. I've never been on it. Right?
Yeah.
So it's really interesting to see the human behavior and the psychology of it, because you're connecting two things. You're connecting that nostalgia and that memories and everything else as well too. So nostalgia and memories. Well, I guess they go
hand in hand. 100. Yeah. Well,
that's awesome, man. Like, I've got one question that we sort of touched on upstairs. What is your weirdest request for a patch card?
Did someone say a placenta?
Don't give it up. Don't give it up. Let's.
Is that how you say it? I don't know.
We'll go top two.
I just looked up and I heard a placenta chat and I was like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
So we did the baby birth bracelet card, and that went viral on TikTok. I think we had 500,000 views.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
We're doing it all wrong, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't even think it was going to go viral.
Yeah.
I honestly, I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and there's all these messages. And it's like, we can't find your template on your website. So I had to wake up, code it in, and then have it up there.
Wow.
I didn't even think it was going to go viral.
Yeah.
But back to the question, the weirdest, it was, instead of the birth bracelet, she wanted to put the placenta.
No.
Yeah.
What?
And that's fine.
And this was a lady's request?
Yeah, a mother.
Yeah, yep.
And I think moms eat them.
Dads do as well, yeah.
Yeah, it's supposedly good. I don't know.
It's meant to be good, yeah.
Meant to be good?
Well, it's got
good
stem cells in there, isn't it? It's stem cells, and it's like a steroid for your body.
Jeez, if you're that desperate, get a bit of testy.
Have you never heard of it? You never heard of it?
I have heard of it, but I've always thought it's the weirdest thing. It's the weird.
I always said I was going to, and then I told my partner, and she said, "You're not. It's fucking gross." I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm not. No, I'm not."
Okay, so there's the placenta one. That Jesus, that's
kind of a creepy request, wouldn't you say?
Well, what does that thing look like after 10, 15? And you've got to handle the placenta?
So yeah, that was what we do. In some cases, is like we can provide a free memorabilia material.
Yeah.
A basketball, a baseball, whatever the case may be. Or they'll mail it to us. So she asked the question, can I mail it to you? And like, whatever floats your boat, if that's your thing, that's fine. But I just didn't feel comfortable with it. So I said, look, I'll send you the card. You can insert it yourself.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Imagine your missus opening up your mail or something and just going, what the fuck? There's a placenta in here.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Don't open that one. Don't open it. Oh, what's in here?
That's
what are
nuts.
you getting sent? Because I've never seen one. So I'm just trying to picture like this.
Look it up on Google.
I'm good, bro.
It's the umbilical cord.
Yeah.
I think.
How would you send that?
I have no idea.
Wrap it up, tie it in a little bow.
It shrinks over time, too. Right?
It shrinks very small.
Yeah.
Oh, my days. And you'd probably have to put it in ice or something?
No, it's just dried out.
Oh.
So it's just like
a bit of placenta jerky.
Here's some seasoning.
bit of salt, pepper on that, bit of BBQ sauce.
My tummy's turning now. All right.
So that's a big crazy request. What other ones have you kind of had?
So the early days, we had someone who was writing to a serial killer.
Well, a jailed serial killer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Convicted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. He was in prison for sure for life. And they were in contact via mail.
Yep.
And he's like, hey, do you mind making me a card with him? And then I'll send you his signature and everything else. And I was like, no, unfortunately, this is not our company policy. And he's like, well, who's the owner? And that's me.
Yeah.
I was like, well, why does it matter? You're only going to know. And it's like, that's the problem. I won't know. So that one was a little bit like that threw me off.
Yep.
Because of like
You don't hear that every day.
exactly. It's like you see it on HBO.
Yeah,
or
so
TV.
that's a serial killer bloody documentary.
Yeah.
Where all the women just get obsessed with bloody killers.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But this was a male.
Yes.
Is it a male talking to you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Wait, so it's a
So
male...
was he a fan or was he a lover? From your...
What do you mean?
Was he like, was he like obsessed with this guy as in like he looked up to him?
That I don't know.
Okay.
I
Or he
kinda-
had some sort of affection for him.
I would imagine so.
Okay.
I would imagine because that some things like placenta like gets your fancies, right?
Yeah.
So serial killer for him could have been. I never got into depth with it because
Yep.
I just felt uncomfortable
Yeah.
as I should be.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Absolutely.
Blakey's going to come in next week with placenta soup, I reckon, just the way that he was carrying on.
No.
If he was a journalist or a book writer or an author, whatever the case may be, then I could understand. But I think it was just like, oh man, I'm actually
Yeah, yeah.
right. So that one really threw me off.
That's odd.
And then I think there was a guy in the States as well, and he was a street fighter. And then they had
Kimbo.
yeah, more or less, but I don't know what it is. But he wanted the tape, and I think there was like blades and stuff like it. And he wanted to ship it over to me, and I was like, I don't think we can do that. International laws and everything else. It's not
COVID and everything, yeah. Just stating the obvious.
I don't know whose blood this is.
From his big win.
Oh, mate, that's crazy town.
That's
so, are you the only one in the world that you know of that does this?
At this point, I know there's a couple of guys out there
Yeah.
who do it, but I don't think they went as hard as I have.
Okay.
Right. So like this is like my true passion and hobby. Like
Yep.
I was a stay-at-home dad.
Yep.
That lasted for a week, more or less. And then threw it on Facebook, got a good response, and I was like, there's something here.
Yeah.
Me and my little man would just like go talk to suppliers, speak to people, and then just started growing from there.
So how did you start? What was your first memory first thing that went, actually, I should do that?
So 7 years ago, when I got back into the hobby, more or less, I was like, oh man, this would have been great to have it as a kid, growing up, right? Because we had those stupid trophies. I don't know if you guys had them here.
Oh yeah,
And the ribbons,
got
do you guys
heaps
have
of
the
them.
ribbons?
Yeah.
Like last place?
yeah. Blakey has a room full of them.
Yeah.
Trophies. Winners' trophies.
So
Most improved. Sorry,
when I seen that you can insert your patch, signature, and they were numbered, I was like, man, this would be great for kids. I proposed the idea and pitched it to a couple of friends at the time, but they were just like, who wants to get into cards? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 7 years ago, that was that sort of chat.
It's still kind of the same chat when you have that with people that have no idea with cards, and you tell them about how much some of these cards are worth, and they're like, hey, who the fuck is paying that money for a card? But yeah, exactly. It's an investment, and the hobby is growing. So
yeah, exactly. I think the whole investment side, where you can buy shares and stuff like that now, and I think it's all about the dollar.
Yeah. Moving heavily towards that way.
Yeah, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing.
Yeah,
like it has its pros and cons.
Definitely.
I think there's some people out there who are in it for the wrong reasons. Like you see the guy on card porn, like Tom Brady.
No,
marking the autos.
No. He was getting cards shipped to him and then saying he didn't receive it and then reposting it and reselling it.
Oh.
And he's been doing this for a while, supposedly.
Oh, wow.
I don't know full details and don't quote me on this.
Yeah.
But
there was one guy that I saw on card porn, and what he was doing was he was buying the cheaper autos because they wouldn't grade 10s on the autos.
Mm-hmm.
So he was pretty good with his hands, and he would get the same coloured marker and he'd trace over the top, and he would make them so they were no longer an 8 auto with a smudge or whatever, and he'd turn it into a 10 and resubmit them and get 10s. But he went viral on card porn recently too.
Oh, wow.
Tampering with the autos, crazy.
Yeah.
And there was even one where I think it was a Luka Doncic auto, and the Panini tampering proof sticker was like fucked, like it was ripped off and everything.
Yeah.
And because of his history, there was like 3 cards where they got the sales from multiple people prior to him receiving it, and it had the same smudge on it. It had the same numbering and everything like that. It was the same numbered card because it was like 89 of 199 or something. And then obviously when he made the sale, it was immaculate, Beckett 10, so which also, I guess, in hand, like with that, you've got Beckett grading autos that potentially tampered with, and they're also going through with 10s as autos. So
Yeah.
there's a bit of skepticism there, but that's what stood out to me on card pulling this week.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I didn't
surprised
know
you
that.
guys didn't see that.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Yeah,
Those guys are constantly posting.
yeah,
They
they
got good content.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty straightforward. Like, as soon as there's a scandal or something, they're on it.
Yeah.
Or they're creating the scandal almost, or they're calling people out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a place for that in the hobby too. I think the hobby needs it. The hobby needs people that are going to call people on their bullshit and hopefully make the hobby a better place as well.
Yeah. Me and Britt are actually talking about this. The good thing about the hobby, like the true hobbyists and collectors, they're straight up honest.
Yeah.
Like if you screw someone over for a measly $10 or $100 or $1,000, you're out. Like
Yeah.
you're called out, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And that's the good thing, right?
Yeah.
That's the nice thing about the industry is that you got to be straight. You got to
Yeah.
do that. You might not like that person
Yeah.
Yeah.
because he likes placentas,
Yeah.
but you can always you can trust them.
Yeah.
If you're
Yeah.
to send something over them, and that's the good thing about the hobby. Back to what we were saying though, like it got really saturated. There's some good bad people, but they're gonna get fished out.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they're getting fished out quite quickly too.
Yeah.
Like there's scammer pages out there now. There's like as soon as someone does a little dodgy deal, $30 for example, he's all over the scam page the following day, and no one's going to buy off him again. So it happens overnight. And
Yeah.
fuck, there's a lot of people like that in the hobby, which is sad, but yep,
Yeah. So-
filter out quicker.
So I guess getting back to 101 memorabilia, yeah. So you're just sitting at home with your boy and got inspired looking at old, was it your old memorabilia or his his memorabilia?
Oh, so I'm gonna bounce back and forth.
That's sweet. Yeah, it's what we do all day, baby.
So 7 years ago, I started seeing that concept, seeing the idea. It's pitched it to a couple of friends. No one was interested. Then I was just doing it as a hobby. Like, and I was just playing around, like what's the best material, make one for myself and whatever else.
Yeah.
Then Eli was born, my little man.
Yeah.
He's the CFO of the company, actually.
Shout out to Eli. Let's go.
And Dad is not able to travel because he had a triple bypass surgery. So made one of Eli with his hat when he was first born.
Oh,
And
nice.
sent it
Yeah.
and I was going to send it to Dad.
Yeah.
And then I kept on making more and more and perfecting them. And then I threw it on Facebook, and then it just went kind of viral.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Because I've definitely seen some. I might have even had dealings with you prior to today, but I remember definitely seeing some custom-made cars. Just thinking that's such a cool idea. Like as you mentioned, if we had that stuff when we were younger, I'm sure I would have kept onto it.
Yeah.
I remember when I was playing for the Helensvale Hornets as the old halfback, I had don't shake your head at me. I had a bleach blonde hair, and I was. But anyway, going back to it, I remember on presentation day, we had photos earlier on in the year, and on presentation day they gave us a little card, and it was like a top loader, but it was one from like Officeworks where it was just sort of slid into a stand. But I always remember going, this is such like, even then I wasn't really into cards, but going like, this is so much different to having the first place ribbons or you know the first place trophies all the time and
Yeah, of course.
all that sort of stuff. But yeah, like having the card was so much different, and I think that there's a big room, and you forget because we're so much grown up now that we think that we know what's cool and what we like, but we forget about what we were like when we were kids as well. And I think integrating that with even with school sporting clubs, I think you were talking about that upstairs about going around to certain schooling. Yeah, I think that there's a big thing for it because I would have loved one of these to be around when I was younger for sure.
Yeah. The psychology of the cards from a childhood. Interesting enough, there was a study here that they interviewed, I think, 74 or 76 kids. And between the ages of 4 and 5 or 6, they don't know why they liked the cards. Like
Yeah.
the kids
Yeah.
couldn't answer
Yeah.
anything after that. They consider them as an investment,
Yeah.
right?
The next stage.
In the next stage. But putting that aside, why, as kids, why did we enjoy cards? It's because it got us as close as possible to that athlete or
Yeah.
to that
Yeah.
person, right?
Yeah.
But everyone's, as a kid, you always dream to be that Michael Jordan or that Wayne Gretzky, Tiger Woods,
Yeah.
or whatever the case may be. In your case, boxing, right? So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know who you, Ali or
Yeah. Ali's the goat in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Tyson.
Yeah.
yeah. You're that when you get that card of yourself, right?
Mm.
Like it's just
Yeah. That's so true, and especially because you like to add the one of ones as well, like the on the actual card too, so they know it's the only one of that version too.
exactly right?
Adds to it as well.
Yeah.
It's very cool. I guess before we wrap this one up, bro, I just wanted to ask, so you're a collector yourself? You collect, or have you sort of transitioned and did the hand-me-down to your son?
Now, so before I left Canada, I sold a lot of my stuff and kept the good stuff,
Cool.
right? And then moved here, and then
That was the Wayne Gretzky reference, eh?
yeah. That's actually what I pulled.
Oh,
7
really?
years ago.
Really?
Him holding the Stanley Cup with the Edmonton Oilers, and there's only 10 of them made.
Oh.
And then that was
nice.
Upper Deck. They brought out a series called the Premiere, so it was a set piece below the cup, and the cup's the most like national treasure.
Whoa.
So it was below that, and then I pulled it out of there, and I remember it too. It was Andy's Sports Collectible Card Shop in Calgary. I forgot the address.
Shout out to Andy.
Yeah, I left work early too,
Yeah.
and he's like, this is great, and he was starting out, and he was excited because it was on all over his social media.
Yeah,
and
of
it was
course.
like cred.
Yeah.
Card
Yeah.
cred.
Yeah. Oh, we've been there plenty of
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
And then for me, it was just like this new, just back to childhood memories,
Yeah.
right?
So was that one of the first pulls that back from the hobby from when you were younger, or like was that one of the first times you went to go into the card shop, or were you collecting a little bit before that?
No, I wasn't 7 years ago. No.
Oh, so that you just went in first box that you sort of opened.
It wasn't the first. It was probably, I can't recall, but it definitely wasn't the first.
It
But
was early on.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So who do you collect now?
So primarily, tobacco cards. Did you guys see those upstairs
no.
from like the 1930s and 20s?
Have you got the Ali
Really?
one?
No, but I know someone who does.
Yeah, I've been looking at that. I've seen them. They're
Actually,
such a cool card.
I got a question for you guys later.
Yeah.
So tobacco cards, that has been like my primary focus.
Yep.
I'm into getting into comics as well.
Yeah, cool.
I've been finding some good stuff, some gems that bring back childhood memories.
Definitely.
I'm not an investor.
Yep.
I just collect what I like.
Yep.
And then just go from there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there's always a divide in the hobby. There's the collector, the investor, and then where I think I set is in the middle, because I like some sets, and I like also the investing side of it. So yeah,
the investments. The investments also. It's if you are a collector, you're quite prideful of your collection too, and if you've got good cards to represent what you've done as well, you sort of got like that attached to you as a collector. Obviously, if you don't have much cards or you don't have a very good collection, that sort of walks with you when you are a collector, and you just want to have the more expensive cards to be up there with everybody else as well. But yeah, definitely I think there's definitely the place for the price markets to continue to stay where they're at. But at the same time, it is nice to have the collector mindset as well, and just collect a few cheaper cards of what you like too, which is what we sort of do as well.
Yep.
yeah, the nice thing about those tobacco cards is like you have iconic figures like Edison, presidents, and then you get on Google, and obviously you're going to go on eBay, check the price. But then you go on Google and Google their name as well too. It takes you into this wormhole.
Yep.
Like what they've done, what they've accomplished, and then it's just like all these awesome stories, right?
Yeah.
Like, and like, who's this person? I've never seen them.
And again, with tobacco cards, sort of, they don't make them these days. They don't make them. Do they?
No, not tobacco. There's like stickers.
Or was it Gatler Helen? Like tops, like the.
Oh, I've seen those. They're like spaceship kind of cards.
Like
No,
the
I-
old fads.
No, was it? Is that what you're talking about? They're
No,
like
no, I think tops. They have some, like they put them in like chasers or whatever the case.
Okay.
may be.
Yep.
But they're not as like authentic
Yeah.
as like
The
back
original tobacco cards.
then.
Yeah, I've seen that set, and it's a pretty cool set.
Yeah.
They're all a lot smaller, eh?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're talking like this big.
Yeah. No,
tiny little
I've only
things.
ever seen photos of those. I've seen. I think I've seen a couple in person from Stash, but other than
Yeah,
that,
he's got a couple.
Other than that, yeah, I haven't seen many. How many tobacco cards would you say you've got?
Oh shitload.
Yeah, shitload. Are they raw or slabbed?
Oh, they're raw.
Yeah.
So interesting enough, and I was really shocked by this, is that there's an antique store here in Brisbane, and there's 3 buckets of just tobacco cards,
Wow.
and I spent 2 days there just going through them.
Yeah.
And it's like
Wow.
when you go back home to Canada, you don't find that stuff.
No.
Like it's just like
Even around.
Even now,
Yeah,
it's-
you've got to pick and choose. You've got to be there at the right place, at the right time to.
That's
be
a
at-
rare find.
Yeah. I've heard people actually finding cards at Salvation Armies and stuff.
Well, we nearly went to that garage sale until we realised who it was.
Yeah. There was a thief around
Yeah.
the Gold Coast stealing cards, and
From shops.
then we saw that there was a big sale on Gold Coast, and it's like, oh, clear out sale and all this sort of stuff. So I said, oh, Blakey, go head around, and he checked the photo, and there's this dude's mug, and we were like, nah, not going around.
Same dude that
At least you know
stole.
where he lives. Yeah, have a feeling that he stole from here, but he
Yeah.
stole from the other local card shop, and it's just
It's not
you
on.
don't, yeah, you
Not
don't,
on
don't
the
have
hobby.
anyone like that in the hobby. He's obviously not a true collector or had been in the hobby for that long, so maybe he got caught out and was trying to scram, but
Yeah.
um,
Get rid of them all.
yeah.
well, that's stupid. Why would you have it at a garage sale? Or were they
On
slabbed?
your, bro, and
Nah,
put your own
like-
address up as on Facebook Marketplace.
Well, that was the silliest thing I think he did.
Oh, these
was
criminals.
putting his address
Yeah.
up because people were actually trying to chase him.
Yeah. There you go. We
Idiot.
found it.
Bloody idiot.
It's like robbing a bank and then you got $1 million and you're on Instagram and look
Yeah.
at
Yeah, exactly right. Like
Yeah.
he's just stolen from this shop and now he's posting up a sale.
That's it.
And it's on Marketplace. Like any collector, I always look on Marketplace just to find a bargain.
Yeah.
And first thing I type is sports cards, and first thing that come up was a garage sale, and I was like,
What the?
"Who's this?" Yeah. I was like, "This looks too good to be true."
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
Because there was a couple of Dragon Ball Super sets that he had empty boxes of, and I was like, "Oh, he,
Might
you know,
be
he
able to
could
get some
could
of
have
those.
something nice, but no, didn't even give it a crack."
So what was the what did you have for us, bro? Did you have a couple of questions for us? And-
Yeah.
'cause,
Let's.
yeah.
How much time do you got?
As much as you
probably,
need.
Yeah, probably about another 15, 20, because I got to shoot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, fair. So how long have you guys been in the hobby for?
You gonna go first?
Yeah, well, so where are we? I've been in basketball for about a year and a half now.
Yeah.
Prior to that was NRL.
Yeah.
That was pretty much it. You know, when I was a kid, I was collecting Yu-Gi-Oh. Only Yu-Gi-Oh. I used to play the Yu-Gi-Oh game. Used to do Beyblades, stuff like that, but never really got into the basketball until about a year and a half ago, and it was solely because of this fella. So he created Rip and Collect. He created the brand. He was doing box breaks from the room. I had no idea what was going on. I had no idea what a box break was, anything about basketball really. And he started messaging me because we used to live together. So he started messaging me saying, "Oh, I'm doing something new now, blah blah blah. Would this interest you?" And I was like, "Oh, look, I've never knew anything about it, but I'll give it a crack. I'll support you."
I didn't think I sold him. Put it that way.
Yeah, well, the first
like my
time I
idea
jumped
back
in,
in
He blocked me for about a week.
I kicked him out of the house first. But yeah, like I jumped in the first one and instantly I was hooked. I hit the bucks and I hit a Giannis card, and that was literally it. All over for me. I've just went knee deep into Giannis cards. I'm just spent all my savings, and
Yeah.
so I've diversified my investments now to cards instead of crypto and whatnot.
Cash.
But yeah, no, I've been in it about a year and a half. So, and yeah.
Yeah, so I got, how did I get back into it? So obviously when I was younger, I used to collect a little bit like the Tarzo footy cards and things like that and chip packets. And I used to, in New Zealand, they had the Weet-Bix Sanitarium All Blacks cards. And they used to do one player with all their stats on it, and they had like Legends cards and stuff. That was the first set I remember ever collecting. I'd love to have it back, but I don't have it. Moving across to Australia, not really much any interest in cards or collectibles. I think I was starting to grow up then, and thought I was too cool for it all. So sort of spent a little bit, but always loved my sport, always loved footy, always loved the fights, always loved the American sports, basketball. So I've always sort of kept up to it. And then last year during COVID, was it last year now? Yeah, early last year, and even the year before, I saw the 4 Point Collectible boys with the Melbourne Storm rugby league side, and they were doing box breaks from home. And I messaged Jerome a couple of times and got into a few breaks and just saw how much fun it was. And I've sort of got that personality where, like I said, I've been a trainer for, I think, coming up to like 8 years now. And I'm not shy in front of necessarily the camera, even though sometimes I can seem like it. Not necessarily shy, so I just started to like record a few things and sort of imitate them and just be like, oh, here's the next. I didn't even know what I was opening. I think it was like 5 trader packs from the local store, and then I was doing it, and then I watched it back and I was like, oh, I could actually probably do this with a couple of my mates and actually have my mates and put on a bit of a show for them. And that's all it started out to be. So then I started messaging all my mates, everyone that might have a slight interest in it, rounded up a few odd people, and managed to get the first break underway. And then I was like, holy shit, there's a lot of time and effort, and there's so much more to breaking than it is. So, so I had these boys around watching the first few breaks and things like that. And then I was just like, oh, do you guys mind like jumping in and helping? And I remember him going, oh, yeah. He goes with the other guy that was also a mate of ours, and he goes, oh, let's go start our own card thing. And then he called me up and he goes, oh, so me and Maddie are thinking about starting up our own break. And I was just like, why? Like, just get on board with me, bro. Like, there's plenty of room here. He's, oh, I didn't think you'd want it. Like, fuck yeah, I'll jump on it. So he came in and we were all working together for a really good time. And and then it just sort of flourished from there. We made a few early business decisions on that, on how we were going to run it, and we did it. We stuck to our guns, and then early on last year, we actually sat down across from each other, and we were struggling to fill our breaks, and that was our only way on having a reputation or somewhat of a business or any attachment to the cards. So I said, well, fuck, we're not filling our breaks, bro. It's just taking so much time. It's getting quite it's just getting quite disheartening, putting all this time into it, not getting anything out of it. And then we got approached from the big fella upstairs, and he just because he was buying into the breaks. He goes, oh, I'm thinking about opening up a card shop, and what are your guys' thoughts on that? And he goes, I want you guys to sort of be the forefront of it. I want you guys are really good at what you do, and you're likable guys and everything. And the Gold Coast needs a place for collectors to be able to feel comfortable in and have fun. We just created obviously the shop, and everything sort of branched off that, and wouldn't have it any other way, would we, Blakey?
Mate, no, it's worked out perfectly.
Yeah, so that's how we sort of got into the hobby, and we're just rolling with it now. We're just adapting to it and enjoying our journey.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, can I ask the question in regards to? Oh, we got probably
that's all right, bro.
6 more minutes here.
Yeah, it's all good.
Are you guys gonna just like? What's the objective? Like, is it to get bigger? Like, what do you?
Yeah. So pretty much what we want to do. We're talking. The dream would be to have a shop in every state. Oh. So to actually, but the problems that we run into there is obviously we run tight. Fucking hell, can't get it out. We run quite a tight group here, and we're quite particular with how we want the shops to look. So obviously, if we were going to have a shop in Perth, we'd want to make it look like the shop that we've got here, not be completely their own thing. So that's sort of the movement that we want to head towards. We want to be breaking almost every night as well, just because we enjoy being on the streams. Our viewers really enjoy being part of them. They want us to do more. We just have a little bit of trouble filling them at the moment. Once our audience opens up a little bit, I think we'll get through that. Look, the long run, to have multiple shops running, and let the rest happen and do some fun shit along the way. Awesome. We had a rooftop break planned actually for last weekend, and just because of the COVID scare that we had with the grand final and everything, we had to push it off. But even doing stuff like that hasn't been necessarily done. I remember sitting down with Blakey and the crew early last year when we hadn't had the shop or anything, thinking that possibly we could go around Australia touring, doing breaks or something. So, and do like a little
bus
behind
break.
Yeah, so like do behind the scenes, and we do a break in Melbourne for a night at a club or something, and then we go to Sydney, and then we do Brisbane, and sort of travel around Australia doing breaks and shows. So, really the the really cool thing about the hobby and what we've created as a brand is that we can be really creative with what we do. There's no like, I feel like we're almost setting the path for others to follow as well.
Absolutely.
So like, you know, there's not many crews doing what we're doing and the way that we're doing it. So and it's all about just involving everyone, having fun, and I think people can feed off that too. You know, people can call bullshit and know what's good and what's not good. But yeah, I think the way that we've done things here, we've got some really good feedback, and it's just getting that little bit more exposure and just being consistent in what we do as well.
Yeah,
and having people recognize that.
No, fair enough. That's awesome, man. Matt Tate is it Tata Cards. Matt.
Yeah. I've seen him on Instagram.
He put me on to you guys. So,
yeah,
From Sydney.
Shout
met
out.
Met him out down in the hobby
Did
hangout.
we?
Yeah.
Is he mates with Andrew Fafita and stuff?
I don't know.
Footy boy? Yeah, okay. I think I know the Matt.
Yeah, but shout out to him for sure.
Yeah, legend.
Yeah, he put me on to you guys. And you know what? I was trying to find a card shop for the longest time within the Brisbane area.
Yeah.
And then I'm happy. He was like, "Oh, check out these guys."
Yeah,
So,
sick. Well, you're welcome anytime, brother.
no, thanks, man.
More-
Thanks
more
for
than
having me on your guys' show.
Hey, absolute legend.
Appreciate it,
Thanks for joining
legend.
us. Alrighty, guys, that'll wrap us up for today's podcast. This is going to be pushed out on Friday by the time it's hitting your ears, but we hope you guys enjoyed the listen. Until next time, you give us a let it rip.
What's that?
Let her rip.
Let her rip.
There we go. Done. Legend, thanks, mate.